the royals.
Yes.
Okay, Americans, like people all around the world, are enamored with Princess Kate. What's she like?
I think she's doing a terrific job. I mean, and we're going to see a lot more of her, I think, this year. This year is the 60th anniversary of our Queen's accession to the throne, and all she, I think, needs to do is to look at her, now I suppose it is her grandmother, her grandmother-in-law, and if she can emulate that service, which she seems definitely to be doing, and that dedication to the job that the Queen has shown, I think at the moment she's showing every sign of being able to achieve that.
From the perspective of being in England, what has she meant, and William, what have they meant, and what have they done in terms of the reputation of the royalty, which has taken a lot of hits, as we know, over the past several years?
Well, I think that it's nice to see a new generation coming up. Obviously, throughout my life, the Queen was always there, and now, of course, having 60 years on the throne, she is in her mid-80s. For a new generation like my children, I think to see the royal family, when they see Prince William and Kate and the younger members of the royal family in particular, it gives them something that they can relate to, I think, a little bit more.
So is there as much baby talk in England as there seems to be here in the United States?
I think for any young woman who's been married, you don't want to put pressure on anyone. These things will come in their own time.
And Pippa, I know she was faced some trouble recently, photographed with a man who allegedly was potentially pointing a gun at a photographer. Has that damaged her reputation? Is she still as popular as ever in England?
Well, I don't know her at all. What I can say is that being in the public eye myself, I know that it's quite difficult for anyone to manage. Remember, I'm the lady who opened the door the day after my husband won the election in my 90 and discovered my picture going across the world. These things are difficult, and it takes a bit of time to adjust.
I wanted to ask you, when I mention the press or say the words "the press," what are the first words that come to your mind that you could say on a website, I guess?
Well, I think that we are at the moment in the UK, we have this Levinson inquiry going on into the relationship between the press and the politicians. I mean, the press are an absolutely vital part of our democracy, and as a human rights lawyer and someone who goes around the world and sees places where they don't have the free press, when they don't have the access to the internet that we have to actually be able to see for themselves and decide for themselves what they think, you can understand how important the press can be. On the other hand, there are times when the press are not as noble as those high ideals, and where perhaps it descends into gossip and intrusion.